Hi, my name is Garren.
I'm Joe.
Today we want to talk about being a New Life group leader. And what does that mean? One is, and probably number one, is to care for your group. We want you to have a heart for your group and point them to Jesus. And as a group leader, your role in that would be to facilitate the discussion in your group, have a safe place for people to share, and also to grow in faith together. You're on the mission together, and that's what we want.
Yeah, there's a few key responsibilities we have in being a leader. Probably the number one that's going to seem pretty obvious is just participate and lead a small group. You're probably already doing that, so good for you. We're proud of you. But the other thing is you want to be inviting people to that group, so you have an open group. We want more people to get a part of what God's doing in that group. And the other thing is to pray for your group, because really there's nothing's going to happen unless the Spirit's there, unless you're inviting Him to do it. So pray, ask, seek, knock, like it says in Matthew 7. Just have God intercede and do amazing things. As you're doing that, probably also to me, the key thing as a leader is we're facilitating. You're facilitating. You don't control what people say. You don't force things to go a certain way. You allow them to come in and bring what they've got and let God start working. You're just allowing that to happen, and you're a huge facilitator for what God wants to do. Encouraging care. We want your people in your group to feel cared for, loved, and that might mean having leaders do things for each other, like meeting together, caring for each other. It might be just mean praying for each other, but you're encouraging that to happen. And honestly, the more you can kind of encourage it and facilitate, again, not control it, facilitate, allow people to do what God's put on their heart, the better. Because you'll be amazed at what God does through people and things you never thought of was you facilitate and encourage it. And maybe some of the best things is just reaching out to serve together. And that could be events, going to an old folks home or car washes, or just encouraging care for each other's families, caring for each other's kids, hey, there's someone that's babysitting. And it could just be as simple as continually praying for each other. But these are just a few steps that we're doing, just some of the responsibilities that, honestly, if you're already a leader, you're probably already doing. But it's amazing to see when you start going, God, can you do these things? What can you do? You start praying. God will just make amazing things happen.
Cool.
Yeah.
We also want to talk a little bit about ongoing development for yourself. And some of that is being able to connect with a coach, a group coach, for encouragement, that person to be able to help you with things that are coming up, resources, that type of thing. Also attend trainings. Watching these videos is one way that you can help grow in your ability to lead a group. And then also have an apprentice, somebody that you can pass on that can then lead another group. And then the last thing is it's important to share that you have a group. And we want you to be able to make sure that your group is connected in the catalog so people can find it. We want you to invite, but also make sure that people see that in the catalog. So,
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not in the catalog, no one's going to know you're there. We want to fill your group up. And then one of the things, too, is just seeing yourself as a leader. I think one of the biggest obstacles sometimes is we tell ourselves we can't do it, or somehow Satan tells us we can't do it. And I think one of the things that's best to remember, and you're hearing it now, don't forget, if you're a leader because God called you to be a leader. He planned it for you to happen. So He's going to make things happen in your small group. Again, we're praying, we're giving it to God, it's grace. He's going to make it happen, not you. Even if you've got doubts or fears, you're a leader because God called you to be that. And the way He's gifted you is how He wants you to be gifted. And He's going to work through you through that, which is pretty amazing. I got a couple key points. One is just spiritual velocity, that you're going, hey, I'm willing to grow and I want to be open to what God wants to teach me. And so that might mean your daily time with God, reading the Bible and praying, but also as you come to the small groups, like coming open, allowing God to just work through you so you're not just the leader of the small group, but you're also learning and growing with everyone else. Another thing is, it kind of flows the same idea, but teachability. Are you open? Are you allowing God to say things? I lead a small group, and they're a bunch of guys, and honestly, I feel like I learn more in that small group than they do. I came in even in kind of some rough patches of my life with the small group, and they really poured into me. And I think I could have easily come in going, hey, I'm the spiritual guru here, and you'll hit on that in a minute, but it's not the right way to do it. You got to come in being willing to be taught. And then just a relational intelligence, caring about people, looking at people. Hey, what can people need? Basically just being relational. Hey, we want to love people, care for people, and let them know that you're there for them, and just being relational in their lives.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you mentioned spiritual guru.
Right.
We don't want you to feel like you have to be a spiritual guru, know everything about the Bible,
No.
a theologian, attend, college to be a counselor, a therapist, or any of that. So don't put that expectation on yourself.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Love people.
Yeah, love people. I went to theology school. It has given me zero benefit. No. I mean, there's a few
A little
times,
bit.
a little bit, yeah. I know where a few things in the Bible are, but honestly, it's all about, just as what you've been saying, Garren, just like loving people, being relational, being teachable. Those are the things that really, it's just facilitating. Those are things that really matter. No one cares. There's plenty of books written. You can find Bible verses. It's really about letting God use you to love other people. And, man, again, if you're already doing it, God has called you to it. His plans for you are a million times bigger than yours are, and we know you're going to do great things. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.